Hello students. So you are on step 3 on my blog, which is peer editing the earthquake safety presentations on the science blog. So what you need to do is to find science blogs is underneath where this video was, underneath this post right here, there's going to be the list for science blogs. If you want to pause this video and then try it, or if you want to do it side by side, have a window open and then watch the video and then do it as I say, it's up to you. When you click on the list, it'll take you to this blog address list here. This is the way it's going to look on your computer and on your screen. If you were on period 2, for example, here's everybody's first name, last name, and then their blog. If it's highlighted in blue, you can click on it and you can go to that blog. If it's highlighted in black, something is wrong and you can't go to their blog yet. I need to work on it. Maybe they didn't spell something right. They didn't put in the exact URL, which is the address. Something went wrong. But most blogs, as you can see, should be active. You must click, if you're on period 2, for example, on 2 blogs that are from students from your class. You can decide who you want to see their blog. It could be one person from your rotation and then another person from another rotation, or you can pick randomly. But you must look at 2 blogs. And then the third time you do it, you need to click on a blog of somebody that's not in this class. It can be from any period. So let's say I'm in period 2, and I'm going to click the first one here, which I see Osman's blog. When I click on it, I see that he has his review questions on the top of the blog, and then he has his earthquake safety presentation. If you notice that the person does not have questions or an earthquake safety presentation, just hang on and do what's going to come up in a minute. Look at the 3 questions and then see what questions the student asked you. What is one thing not to do after an earthquake? Name one earthquake that has happened before. What is one scale that measures earthquake strength? And then jump into their presentation. If these questions are not here or this presentation is not here, then you need to skip this blog, close it, and then when you give them feedback, make sure you write down that they didn't have a presentation, and that's an MP for this part of the grade. Although they can still fix that grade, that's MP for today. If they don't have the review questions, you can also skip it and give them an MP. So once you've read the questions, go ahead and look through the presentation. And of course, read what the person wrote. And then at the end of the presentation, I'm just going to skip to his last slide. You can make it full screen if you want on your computer too. At the end of the last slide, then go back to my blog. You can leave it open and just open a new tab. Remember to open a new tab, you push on the Command key and the T key. So Command T opens up a new tab. And then go back to my blog. If you didn't close my blog, let's say I was done with the presentation, I would go back to my blog, and then here it says click here to give the earthquake safety presentation feedback. That means what was well done and what was missing. If you have a blog that had no questions or no presentation, then you should probably, let's say Osman didn't have these questions or this presentation, you should just move on and click here. When you click here, remember this is going too fast, rewind it or pause it and open a new window, Open T, Apple T, Command T, and then do it side by side. Now, on this feedback, you put your name, your last name, your period, and then name of the student blog you're giving to. So for example, here I would write Mr. Luna, then a period, and then here, let's say I was looking at Osmond's, and then his last name too. Did the student blog have any questions? If so, write down. You can just copy exactly the question he had. Oh, how to remember? You can go back to his blog. Okay, I'm going to use the first one. And then just copy his question here. But you're also supposed to write the answer. So copy down his question. If you want to, for a shortcut, you can highlight it. And then with 2 fingers, click, copy, and then you can paste it. And then write your answers as well. What is one thing not to do? Okay, so, and then according to Osman's presentation, and then write, of course, what your answer is from paying attention. For me, I'm giving you a grade by showing me that you looked at the blog, you read their questions, and then you answered one of their questions, just one of their questions, um, by paying attention. And reading the questions. Is the blog clear and well built? If this is like it would be like very well built, of course. It was okay. Some things were missing or hard to see or was confusing. And then what was blog missing? Was there anything confusing on the blog or the presentation as well? You can say the blog was fine, but maybe I didn't understand slide 3 on your earthquake safety presentation. And then when you're done, you click submit. You need to do this 3 times. Remember, 2 of the students must be in your class, and 1 of them must be from the other class using the blog address, which is in step 3. If that was too much information, you need to watch it again. Go ahead and watch it again, rewind it, and maybe just watch the confusing part, or ask a neighbor if you need to. And of course, there's a helpful STL to ask if you need help. All right, have a good day.